Hello everyone, I'm Chester44, also known as Fly, and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights, Darkness over Daggerford. Last episode, we arrived here at Liam's Hold, did some looking around, spoke with a couple people, and have a couple quests. We need to go speak with the mayor again, and we need to do some figuring out of what is going on around here, because some guy who loves garlic had a bit of a problem. Also, someone is missing something. Xanda, do you have anything?
Hello.
Actually, I'm going to take this thing out of the drawing board. I'm curious if it might be connected. It might not be, but I'm taking it anyway. I can check the pie shop too, see if this guy knows anything.
Something I can do.
Sorry, this woman. But apparently she doesn't. There doesn't appear to be any other clues for the Phantom. Let's see. Ask around town and see if anyone else has seen anything. Well, those two didn't have anything to say, so I guess the only other place we can ask is the inn. And then we'll go check with the mayor.
Hail, traveler!
Ivis, I discovered Rab lying on his floor. When I woke him, he told me some incredible story about a creature flying in his window and scaring him half to death. To tell the truth, I'm a little worried about what might have happened there. That does sound like Rab. Sure, he likes a drink, but not to excess, so it doesn't seem likely he was just drunk. If I was you, I'd mention it to Mayor Wilsey. I'll do that, thanks. Alright, to the mayor then. We don't have anywhere else to check.
You are most welcome.
The mayor will see you now. Alright, Mayor Wilsey, let's speak.
Greetings.
Hello, you are the adventurous and Vihevasar? Yes, that is correct. Well then, pleased to meet you. I must admit to having been somewhat curious about seeing you in person. I hope I do not disappoint, my lady. Oh no, absolutely not. Evasar should have explained to you already my thinking about granting you the use of the old temple outside of our settlement here. I firmly believe we have a situation that can work to both our advantages here, but I do not wish to gain myself a new neighbor without a small test of your... how shall I put this? Fidelity, perhaps. A sensible precaution. A rather unpleasant family of ne'er-do-wells and brigands has decided to take up camp alongside the tradeway just to the north of the hamlet. They are a clan of scoundrels and call themselves the Monroe family. Ah, yes, I've met them, actually. Really? Then I see they obviously thought of you as something out of their league. Although they have only been in the area for a few days, they have already caused trouble in the Holdfast Inn twice, and yesterday they roughed up a couple of farmhands, seemingly just for laughs. They've also been spotted sneaking around the old temple there. Up to no good, I'll not be surprised. No doubt they will eventually get bored and move on, but I would prefer this to be sooner rather than later. Convince them to be on their way, and I would willingly hand over the key to you. I don't want anyone to get hurt, them included if possible. Okay, I'll have a word with them and come back to you. Good. I will await news of your success.
Greetings.
Good night to you. Alright, I guess we need to go interact with them and deal with them. We will do just that. Although I do kind of want to see if we can go into the temple now, or if we need the key in order to... No, it's locked. Alright. Well, let's go deal with these guys. Hopefully we can just convince them to move on, instead of having to fight. Jethro, Yage, Saucy, and Methro.
Well met.
Look, get out of it, yeah? The mayor here is on the verge of calling to Waterdeep for protection. It'd be easier to just move on, you know. The last thing we need is a Waterdavian army crawling over our business. Come on, you lot, we're moving out. That was easy. I mean, yes, we could have killed them, but at least we persuaded them to leave. There are ways to do this without murder. It is nice how, despite there being a day and a night, it's not actually anything that's a huge... That's seems to be causing any problems with who's around. The important people are always there. Also, Vajoni.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi, Vajoni. Ivani recommended me to come and see you. Oh, really? How is the sweet little thing? Actually not brilliant. It seems that someone has sabotaged her fantabulizer device. Oh, who would do such a thing? I was wondering if you knew anything about it. Me? No. I am sorry, but I cannot help you. I wish her the best of luck in repairing the damage.
I'll see you. Yeah.
Is that a little bit patronizing? I would say it's a lot patronizing, but that's just me. So go on, how is she? I expect there will be some simple explanation.
I'll see.
Okay. So there's nothing here to investigate. He doesn't know anything about it. I wonder who would, because I'm not finding any other clues. Aside from the star stick I grabbed, which might not actually be related. Well then. Hello, Mayor. I have good news.
Greetings.
The Munros are gone, Mayor. I convinced them it wasn't in their best interest to lurk here any longer. Excellent. My compliments on a job well done. I am good to my word, Jareth Loreni, and I am happy to pass you this key. Maybe even I am glad to be rid of it. Make good use of the structure.
Greetings.
Mayor Wilsey, I am rather concerned about Rab Bitnez. Oh, really? What is the matter? Ivis asked me to take some ale over to Rab's place. I found him sprawled out on the floor, and upon questioning, he seems to think some dark creature came in his window and maybe attacked him. Oh my. Do you believe his story? Yes, I do. I fear there is some evil at work here. That may be true, although I prefer not to jump to dangerous conclusions here. That being said, this incident certainly sets something else I have heard in a new light. What have you heard? Oh, just something that I only thought of as a little village gossip, but I wonder. Go on. A couple of days past, I was over in Nell's kitchen, and Nell was telling me about some strange dreams that her daughter has been having of late. Quite disturbing dreams by the sounds of it, and most terrifying for the girl. I hadn't thought there was anything to it, but the labors of growing up, but now you mentioned this about Rab, well, I believe it warrants another look. Shall I go and talk to Nell and her daughter then, and see what I can discover? Yes, do that, but be careful, okay? Nell's daughter is pretty shaken up, I believe, and she is only young still. Don't push her too hard. I wouldn't dream of upsetting a young girl, Mayor. Alright. We will investigate the temple later. First, I kind of want to see if I can solve this. Okay. Ivis, anything to say? There is not. Alright, so let's head this way. We'll start with... Newly? I thought it was Nell.
I have no desire to speak with you.
There's Nell upstairs. Emmeline.
Hi there.
Okay, it's not you. Hang on, did I misunderstand? Nell, the baker's daughter, Jemmy. Okay, so they both live in there. I need to go to the cake shop. Or the bakery. Wrong building. I thought it was, I thought it was these guys. I thought it was the inn. Nell's Pie Shop. Okay, my mistake. Let's go investigate. Why is there a night watchman when it's daytime out? I don't know. Let's see. Hello, Nell. Oh.
Something I can do for you?
Hello, Nell. Mayor Wilsey has sent me over to have a little talk with your daughter Jemmy about her dreams. Oh, really? Does she think there's something to worry about, then? No, of course not. We just want to be sure that Jemmy is feeling better. That is a relief, I must say. Jemmy is just around the corner there painting. Please see for yourself. Please see yourself through.
Hi!
Hello, Jimmy. I need to talk to you about something. Oh, yes. I know all about that. Mr. Barnabas told me you would be coming. Mr. Barnabas? Mr. Barnabas is my friend. Say hello, Mr. Barnabas. Mr. Barnabas likes you. He's your friend now, too. Hello, Mr. Barnabas. So, what are you painting there, Jimmy? I'm making a picture of a big castle. Is there anyone living in the castle? Yes. Can you tell me who? There's a man living there, but he is really sad because he's all alone and doesn't have any friends, and he's always hurting, and he doesn't have his bed to sleep in because someone stole it, but also he's bad because he doesn't have any friends because he eats them. Nice imagination you've got there. Jimmy fixes her hands on her hips and stares at you before whispering. He's the Dream Man. The Dream Man? Who is that? He's the man that comes in my dreams, that's who he is. He says not to tell anyone that he comes, so don't tell anyone what I said, okay? If you already told Mummy, then you can tell me too, can't you? But I shouldn't even have told her, so I can't tell you. The man said so. Maybe Mr. Barnabas could tell me then? Don't be silly, you can't talk to Mr. Barnabas. Only I can understand him. How can you understand him anyway? 'Cause he's my friend, silly. Mr. Barnabas has a special way of talking that only goes in my head. Mr. Barnabas flaps and squeaks furiously. Oh, you clever Mr. Barnabas, you clever little fellow. Jimmy claps her hands together with delight. What is it? Mr. Barnabas says I might not be allowed to tell you, but he could tell me, and then I could tell you, and then everything would be all right. Isn't that a neat idea? Clever Mr. Barnabas. Okay, then. Mr. Barnabas says that sometimes when I am asleep and my mummy is asleep, a man comes through the cracks in the floor because he's all made out of steam and air. Vampires. You know what? I had the slightest hint when it was a place with a huge amount of garlic, but it's been getting closer and closer, and it's very obviously vampires. Mr. Barnabas always has to hide, even though it's nighttime, and he likes nighttime. But anyway, the man likes Mr. Barnabas and wants him to go away with him. But Mr. Barnabas, he doesn't want to go because he likes me all better. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, a vampire and oh no. This is not good. No. Then one time the man sat on my bed, but I woke up and told him to go away, and that's when he said I shouldn't tell anyone that he was there. Weren't you afraid? Yes, I was a bit afraid, but not really afraid, like when you get lost or something. Is there anything else? Then one time the man came back, but this time he wanted to get my mummy. But Mr. Barnabas woke me up to tell me that the man was going to come before he went to hide, and when the man saw that I was awake again, he left my mummy alone. He said he was going to marry my mummy, but I told him I didn't want him to be my dad, and then I told him to go away and bother somebody else. Did the man come back again? No, he went away and he didn't come back again, but Mr. Barnabas said he isn't very far away. Thank you, Jimmy. Oh, my poor darling, Mummy is so worried about you. It's okay, Mummy, I'm not afraid with Mr. Barnabas here to help me.
Talk a while.
Please come and speak with me again before you leave. I want to know what you think is going on here.
Something I can do for you?
I'm so very anxious about my Jemmy. Tell me, what do you think? I had a very interesting talk with Jemmy Nell. So, what do you think? A speaking bat friend, strange dreams, and an artistic bent. I would say you have a future sorceress on your hands. Really? Oh, is that bad? Well, it can be difficult for parents, but it doesn't mean that she's a freak or anything. I don't know what to say. This is all a bit of a shock, but what about the dreams? I'm not sure. I'll do my best to discover if there is something real about her dreams or not. Aye, and for that I thank you. I do so hope there's nothing to worry about. Indeed. Let me see. I'll need to figure out someone to talk to. Okay, so her child is actually potentially a sorceress. That is a little interesting. But let's go into Rab's place again, see if he has anything more to say. Why did you close the door? I was going to go in. It seems that you are not the only one who's been having nocturnal visitors. I've been speaking with Jemmy and Nell, and the poor young thing has also seen many strange things. Little Jemmy? Oh dear, she is such a sweet and innocent young thing, full of life and hope. Tell me, is she alright? Yes, she seems to be fine. Kids are pretty resilient, you know. Oh, that is a relief. Well, I really should go over there and see for myself. I'll do that just as soon as I've finished my jobs here. Now, if you would excuse me, I must be getting on. Goodbye, Rab. See you later. And you. You know what? Pardon me. I'm just going to take a couple pieces of garlic, because I feel like we might need them. Okay. And I'm worried that the vampire may have bitten Rab. Anyway, let's go speak with the mayor, see if she has anything to say about everything we've learned here. Oh, Liam's... Yes, Mayor, I saw it. I clearly saw it enter a fissure in the cliffs. Well, that is interesting. Well done, Hegrad.
Greetings.
Ah, I hear that you have been to see young Jemmy Kirschtort. How is she? She is fine, Mayor. She seems to be taking everything in stride. Well, that is good to know. She always struck me as a resilient little thing. Actually, I think you have a little sorceress on your hands there. Oh, really? I take your word for it, adventurer. It is clear you have seen much of such things, and I trust your judgment. Still, this is not the pressing issue of the moment. What do you mean? Hegrad here is one of the village watch. We have posted several watchers around the village each night since the trouble on the caravan route and the loss of livestock started. I thought it sensible, and it has helped to rest the nerves of the village folk. An excellent idea, Mayor. I do need to talk to that guy again. Last night, at around midnight, Hegrad was on watch outside the Holdfast Inn with Xanda. Xanda normally works as a seamstress, but with her husband away on business in Baldur's Gate in these evil times, she had volunteered for the watch. Tell Jareth what you and Xanda saw, Hegrad. Yes, please do. I value your opinion. Like the mayor says, I was watching with Xanda when we saw someone moving rapidly between Rab's place and the Holdfast Inn. It was pretty clear they were trying to remain hidden, and I suspected something immediately. What did you suspect? I don't know exactly. Perhaps a thief or some such. It happens sometimes in these parts. I see. Me and Xanda hurried on round, and I swear I saw a tall gentleman huddled up against a cliff wall at the back of the village. But it was just for a moment, like. The next thing I knew, the fellow were gone, just faded into the mist. A man made of steam, just like Jemmy said. Go on, Hegrad. That's right, my lord. Then, before my very eyes, I saw the mist vanish through a crevice in the cliff. A couple of seconds and it was gone. And what of Xanda? Well, that's the thing. Xanda said she hadn't seen anything, and tell you the truth, I thought it were the darkness and worry getting to me. I decided to sleep it off and headed back home. Let me guess. Something has happened since to make you believe what you saw. Just before I went to Xanda's house to discuss what happened, she disappeared with neither a warning nor a note to say where she'd gone. I see. I take it this is not her usual behavior. I very much doubt it. According to Hegrad, no clothes had been taken, no letter left behind, and there was even food sat uneaten on the kitchen table. I see. That is suspicious. Search the cliff face and see if you can discover something there. Should you need to, you will find the door to Xanda's house unlocked. Hopefully one of these two places will yield up a clue. Of course, Mayor. I will start right away. Good luck. I fervently desire to bring closure to this matter. Is there anything else you wish to discuss? There is not, but I will need to rest. Clearly I've been up too long. There we go. Now, let's start by taking a look in Michael and Xanda's home. Well, she's not here. We have the drawing board, which has the star stick. Can I go upstairs?
It seems I can't.
No. Oh, wait. Diary of Xanda Pennywell. There we go. This is the Diary of Xanda Pennywell. Random page. Lashar is back from another one of his journeys to the east. He called by to see Michael, not realizing that he is away on business, and we ended up chatting for half an hour or so. Lashar was really excited about a few luxury items that he has brought back with him, and actually gave me one of them, a wondrous thing called a star stick, which I have stored in my desk for a rainy day. Or should I say rainy night? Dear Diary, I'm just too tired to write much today, and my fingers are almost numb with trying to get everything finished for a first big sales trip to the Baldur's Gate markets. I'll write more tomorrow, I promise. Jemmy's birthday party. Jemmy was 8 years old today, and I gave her a silk scarf made from materials that I had purchased from Lashar. The colors were fantastic. Rich golden hues and purples, the likes of which you never normally see in these parts. Jemmy was thrilled and wore it all day. I'm pleased. She's been having a difficult time of late. Nothing happened today. I took the day off and didn't even leave the house to collect water. Sometimes you just have to give yourself a break. Alright, look at today's entry. Funny, I seem to have some kind of a memory blackout. The last thing I remember is sitting down to eat last night before heading out on the watch. The next thing I know, I am sat here in front of my breakfast with absolutely no hunger whatsoever. I have a strange yearning to take some early morning air and walk by the cliffs. That will probably help me to work up a hunger, at least. I must have fallen asleep before heading out with Hegrad, so I really should go and apologize to him later this morning. Maybe I'm not such a great night watch woman after all. Interesting. I have a feeling she may have been hypnotized. Okay, Wolfen. Okay, so somewhere along the cliff. Ah, down over there. Oh. This is the place where Hegrad the Night Watchman claimed to have seen a figure turn to mist and disappear into a crevice. It is indeed true that there is a crevice here, although it has been hard to spot. The edges of the crevice are covered in moss, mold, and slime, and a centipede as long as your hand, from the wrist to the tip of your middle finger, crawls languidly up one of the inner surfaces. Look closer. All is not as it seems here. There is an unreal quality to the appearance of the cleft in the rock. Walk boldly into the rock face through the illusion into whatever lies beyond. Okay. Let me drop a save here. Alright, into here we go. What is surely to be a vampire's lair. Oh.
Oh, my nose is telling me there's something out of place here. Perhaps behind that door. Then again, maybe not.
Let's see, nothing of note over here, so... Old and tatty cobwebs. Yeah, clearly I need to bash these cobwebs down. Oh, damn it. There's nothing here. A small shield, a short sword, and some bones. Oh. Temple Assault Orders. By order of the High Priestess Maravina of the Harvest House, Daggerford, an assault is to be made in Shantaea's name upon the Temple of Baal on the outskirts of Liam's Hold. The spate of murders of innocent folk and the abduction of children carried out by these followers of Baal cannot go unpunished, and the existence of this temple is a threat to the entire region. The teachings of Baal are abhorrent to decent people, and we must strike decisively to drive them from this land. Ranger Conway will lead the assault, backed by druids, elves from the Misty Forest, and a number of woodsmen and farmers who have sworn their allegiance to ending this evil. May Shantaea guide you all. There must be something around here. Reagan, you are suffering... Not much there, but I can rest. There, Reagan should be better. Oh.
It feels very small in this tomb. And stale, too. Must we stay in this oppressive place?
A loose brick protrudes invitingly from the wall. Press it. You hear the sound of stone scraping against stone and turn to see that one of the wall statues is moved. The mechanism was obviously very old and the statue is broken in the process. Behind the broken statue, you see a previously hidden passage. This is nice. Oh dear. We found the vampire.
I am aware.
Grah! What are you doing here, warm one? Leave me before I suck out your lifeblood. I might ask you the same. What are you doing here? I await the awakening of my chosen wife so that I may finally be free of this prison. Your chosen wife? Explain yourself. It is a tale of many ages living one, but I shall not linger in the telling, for I have yet much to do. Once I was a priest of the Veyron, the masked lord, captured by Sunder Halindlium during a mission on the surface. Halindlium locked me away in his dungeons and slowly turned me into the form you see before you now. Cursed to remain within the area of his dungeons and bound to remain here until freed by my wife. Only she has the power to release me. Who is Sunder Halindlium? Sunder Halindlium was a warrior wizard of great power who used to live in these parts. During his life, he was one of the most powerful mortals walking the surface of this world. The village here stands on the land of his former stronghold. Are you saying that Halindlium turned you into this evil creature? This vampiric form, yes. He drained me of all my blood and forced me to drink a cursed ichor that completed my transition against my will. If you mean did he force me to be evil, then no, I believe I was thoroughly evil by your standards during my life. Evil and deliciously unrepentant. Tell me about Veyron. Veyron is the protector of male drow such as myself, the lord of all that is hidden, and the champion of evil works on the surface of Toril. Even in undeath, I remain his servant. Is it you that has been visiting Rab and Jemmy? Ah, the villagers, you mean. Yes, that was I. What did you hope to achieve? To find my new wife, of course. The gnome was obviously unsuitable, not only due to his gender, but also that vile stench that clings to him like a wet robe. The girl has unusual talents, and I found myself drawn to her against my will. She commands a creature of the night, and I found it incredible that she is able to command it with more authority than myself. Her bat familiar, you mean? Yes, that is correct. Its loyalty to her is incredible. So now you plan to take Xanda for your wife? I do not plan, I will. Soon I will complete the ceremony of wedding, and as soon as my wife awakes, I shall be free to go where I will and do what I want. What do you mean only your wife who may free you? The words of Halindlium's curse bound me to these halls such that only my wife may free me. No doubt my wife from my living days is long dead, but my new wife lies here at my feet. When she awakens, I will finally be free. I will stop you, ye beast. You will not take Xanda into the realm of waking death. I am sorry that this has come to violence, but I assure you I will enjoy every beautiful second of your death. Right, get on killing. It's a vampire after all. Can't let the vampire get away with this. Okay, the cold doesn't help. Reagan, get up! You are able to do extra damage to this vampire.
Taste steel, villainous.
There we go.
Hello.
What? Who? Where am I? It's okay, Xanda. You're safe now. I'll get you out of here. This place is so scary. Where am I? Explain to Xanda what happened. Oh my, then I owe you my life. Think nothing on it. It is my honor to save innocent life wherever I can. To think... Oh. Honoring the Paladin's Code. To think that I came so close to a fate worse than death. It does not bear to think about such things. Please, I will leave this place and return to my home. You're welcome to visit me there anytime. My home is also your home. Right, let's loot things here. Gold piece and a top. Why a top? Okay, this is interesting. Also, we leveled up, so that's... I think this is going to be 4. So, Sacred Defense improved, I think. Alright, Discipline, Lore... Still can't improve Persuade anymore. Ooh, a new feat. Great Cleave is tempting. I'm gonna take Great Cleave. And we need to rest here. Okay. And I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. Next episode, we'll get this thing identified, report in on things, and get things taken care of. Till then, I am Chester44. I'll say name is Fly. That is Jareth, Loreni, Reagan, and Perfman. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights, Darkness over Daggerford, and I shall see you all next time.